Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Wait, screenplay by Andrew Stanton and Peter Jackson.
I don't know why I threw this in here.
Produced by David Kirshner and Tim Burton.
This is not very film noir. I realize that now.
What a powerhouse!
I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah,
Samuel Jackson.
I love it.
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan.
Welcome back to the Wacky Wonderful Wiseworks podcast.
Hi.
We're here again.
I'll keep going to
White
this.
guys in a room doing a podcast.
Is there really no sound in space? Is it because there's no pressure?
Yeah, but there's lasers. Pew pew. If you see like the Death Star explosion, it'd be like. Now there might be a sound if you're on a planet. Well, I don't even know.
Where does the sound waves go?
I've never gotten to the top 3.
You gotta start picking better, man.
I pick good. You just don't like them.
You pick
I
two?
pick good. I pick them. I pick good. Look, Daddy.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wing.
That's right, dear.
Dude, I can't take it.
Welcome back to the Wacky Wonderful Wiseworks podcast. All you guys, gals, geeks, and goofballs, we're going to get into it.
Yeehaw!
Woo!
Hi, boys.
Hey.
Howdy.
I haven't seen you since last week when we recorded.
Not at all.
No.
Not
It
even
snowed.
over the
We
weekend.
got quarantined in.
It did snow like a crazy. It snowed like it was essentially the North Pole here in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, and it's supposed to snow again this week.
Yeah.
Don't get your hopes up. I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Yeah, get your hopes up.
Oh, for real?
That's right. I think nothing's gonna happen.
Let's do the good man
All
thing.
right, don't do powerful, positive thinking.
No.
What?
We have this it's not a wager. It's not really even a bet because we don't pay anybody any money, but we call the other person a good man.
Okay.
And it's like the top tier. It's like a good man is.
All right. Yeah.
Let's shake on the good man. If it snows, you call me a good man. If it
So
doesn't,
if it sticks.
no, it doesn't have to
snows and
stick.
stick.
I just said snows because that's
Well, yeah, it's gonna flurry. Maybe.
okay. You just said
Are you
maybe.
saying something's gonna hit the ground and stay?
Yeah,
All right. If it doesn't, you call me a good man.
and you call me the other way.
A what?
The other way.
The
That's
other
what I
way.
call him.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know if this was like something pre-established that I haven't been a part of. Or
This is just a thing
No,
that's been
I
going
mean,
on with me and Joshua most of our teenage life.
Yeah, it's like the good man.
The good man is the highest compliment you can get.
Did
Yeah.
Josh make this up? Feels like Josh made this up.
He made it up when he was like 10 years old. And he's
It
like,
sounds like
I
something.
want to be called a good man.
Sounds like something Ethan would make up.
Good man.
The good man.
I want to give an update right quick.
yeah.
What do you guys think of the facial hair?
It's skim.
It's coming.
It's
It's coming. It's coming.
Josh was like, how is my facial hair?
It's coming. It's coming.
it's much better than it was.
At the beginning of January last year. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, since January, yes.
Cheers to my beard and to all the facial hair that will happen in 2022.
I don't want to cheers to this. I don't want to. Any final thoughts before we get into our topics?
Nope.
Nope.
Let's just roll in.
Let's roll in.
I'm ready to
roll
get
up.
going.
Look, so we've already double dipped on Batman. The Batman. We've already talked about it some, and then wouldn't you know it, after we talk about it twice,
We're going triple dip.
we're triple dipping, bro.
Oh no.
That's a big chip.
Look, it's a fat chip.
Yeah.
You got to triple dip. And they really
What's
It's in the shape of a bat.
Okay, the shareable dip. You know, the community, the unspoken rule book.
The protocol.
For the communal chip dip.
Mm-hmm.
The chip cheese, the chip queso, the chip salsa, the chip guac, the whatever you want to call it. What's the protocol? You can't double dip.
one dip.
One dip.
That's it.
One dip.
So get a big dip.
Also-
or if you're throwing a party and whatnot, small chips so that it's no problem to do one dip and
One
toss
dip.
the whole chip in your mouth. Don't get the big triangle chip so that people are
Restaurant style.
and then they have chip left.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, what am I
Okay.
going to do with this chip?
So people got small mouths.
Here's a question. What if you're with, you know,
You got to get the rounds.
someone who you're friendly with, or your significant other, maybe a husband, wife? It's just you guys sharing it. Is it still same rules?
Same
Or is it
rules.
different?
Same.
No.
Same.
Same.
No, same,
No.
same.
No, it don't matter.
Yes, it do. Same.
No, it don't.
There's a big difference between being intimate with your partner or sharing food particles back and forth that's been in each
Don't
other's
be a
mouths.
baby.
That's weird. I'm
right.
not into it.
Okay.
Don't like
We're
it.
not talking
Single
about-
dip across the board. Don't matter who
Single
you're with.
dip.
Yeah, if you're double dipping and it looks like this, you take a dip and then you go and just everything on the rest of the
Yeah,
chip.
yeah.
Yeah, no, don't go in for a double. But if you take it, break it off, and then go
What's
in
the
again,
Oh.
nothing wrong with that.
No,
with
there's-
somebody who's family.
No.
Okay, no, I never said family. I never said family because I would never with my siblings. I would never with my siblings.
Never ever. And I would never with anybody else on earth.
Y'all crazy.
No,
Okay,
we're not.
no,
Maybe you're the crazy.
No, I agreed with you with like significant other or like spouse.
Yeah.
but I
Neither of
never
you have
said-
one of those. I'm telling you, you don't do it.
I never said.
But with family, it's
family.
different.
No.
You
'cause
share
family's
everything.
very broad.
No, it's not. No,
You're
no,
just
we're
gonna
not
walk
talking
up
about-
to your great uncle and be like, "Hey, great uncle,
I'm not-
share this dip with me."
At a family event, at our family events, we usually get, the big things are shrimp.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm never
At
coming
a
to any of your family event.
like the big extended family. If you go in for that sauce with the shrimp, you eat the whole shrimp. You don't double dip that.
Yeah.
Because that's extended family. But
Yeah.
in the inner circle family, it's okay to double dip a chip.
Nope.
Maybe not triple.
No. No.
Maybe don't dip the chip.
Okay, you
Maybe
can double,
don't-
but you can't
maybe
triple.
don't
But
dip-
you're not tripling because it's gross. You're not tripling because it's greedy. Like these are skewed rules.
Yeah, I'm with Joseph on this one.
What are you talking about? You're eating the same amount of food whether you double dip or triple dip or single dip. It's just instead of getting some sauce and being frugal with your chips with that second dip, you're getting another chip that somebody else can't have because you're afraid.
Oh no! Don't act like I'm a little wuss for this. This is gross.
My brother.
Yeah,
double
gross.
dipped.
I'm not gonna get my brother's saliva
No,
anywhere
no,
close to mine.
I have drank my brother's bat wash.
Oof.
Okay, I have eaten the soggy chips that he's put back in the bag. All right,
Stop!
it's disgusting.
Stop!
Yeah.
This is
All
gonna make me
right.
sick.
And I am not afraid of a little double dip.
Have you? This is apparently a thing that they talked about on.
Did that trigger you?
Yeah.
Did that recently? I'm talking when I was down there.
Stop.
Somebody did
Stop.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Stop.
but is it like your younger brother? Okay,
Yeah, but he's
makes
8
sense.
years old. He should know better.
Yeah, he should at this point. But no, not family. Family's a very broad term. Even if you mean inner circle family.
It's not a broad term. That's your family.
Okay.
That's not a broad term.
Wait,
Don't put this on my family,
So
yo.
why am I allowed to eat a double dip chip after Joseph,
No.
but you guys aren't allowed to double dip a chip?
I never said I wouldn't double dip a chip with Joe.
Wyatt, I would not double dip a chip with you.
Why does
Officially.
just because we
Not saying
we
that.
can't we have the same parents means we can double
I'm
dip a
saying,
chip?
here's what I'm saying. You can, if you feel familiar enough or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily a point of it being disgusting as long as you are not being disgusted, like sucking the sauce off the chip and then going in for your next one. Right? I told you what I've had in my mouth. Okay? I'm not afraid.
I'm afraid.
I'm not afraid of a little bit of a
I'm
double
afraid.
dip.
I'm afraid.
And I'm
you-
okay with being afraid of these
If
things.
you wanna double dip, I'm not scared.
I am. Look.
I think for the sake of friends and things, it's
Friends and things.
It's courteous to not double dip, to go in for that second one. But when you're fighting, for every bit of sauce with your family around, and you don't know which bite's gonna be your last, you double dip because you got the chip in hand.
Because at any moment, a sibling could just run up, grab the bowl,
It's gone.
just chug it.
I've had Ethan knock over entire meals on the ground, and I wish I had double dip. I wish.
No, I hear that. But I ain't gonna double dip. No. Well, okay, this is another topic, and I don't want to stay on this much longer. But what about the drinking situation?
Oh, come on. Now.
Take a sip.
No.
Now, I usually, for the drinking thing, if I usually stick to one side of a cup.
Okay.
So this is my side. I can offer this side to Joe, which is perfectly clean, and I haven't touched.
But then there's backwash with liquids.
Not with me. It's
and not with me
disgusting,
either,
and
but
I don't
at
do
the
it.
same rule. Okay, just the aversion to backwash is the reason why I won't drink anything. I can believe you. I could take your word for it. When I come down to it, I don't really know. Not really.
Nope.
Unless I see you drink 100 times out of a clear bottle with dye in your mouth, so I know I can see what comes back.
When you hit him with a just all of it going back down in the cup.
It's like, I didn't get much that round.
You see little kids do that. They're like, and then just.
Ugh. Look, I don't trust people and their saliva.
Yeah. Like when I'm drinking my gallon water every day.
Yeah, you don't know how much
All right,
backwash
and
is in
here's
that.
the question: what's to be afraid of?
It grosses
too
me
much.
out.
There's
You
too
talked
much
about
to
a
be afraid
soggy
of.
chip that you
Oh,
put in
yeah,
your
yeah.
mouth that somebody else had, and I nearly threw up. That's the aversion.
Yeah, and so a little bit of double dipping don't bother me.
It do.
Sharon, letting my brothers take a sip of my soda pop. My older brothers. Let me be clear. Like John, Mark, and Ethan, I don't care because I know they're not gonna. They've had to deal with the same nastiness.
I can't. I was raised a little different than you.
I used to mama bird William.
Ugh. Come on, stop bringing these things up.
He couldn't eat
Stop.
that broccoli, so I.
No, stop.
And then
Stop.
you, and
Batman.
then you take it out of your
Batman's
mouth,
cool.
and you put it in, and he's so happy because he can
Stop.
chew it.
Batman's
Stop.
cool.
Look,
isn't Batman
We're
cool?
gonna go ahead and react to the Batman clip that was released in ad form, that was recorded by fans and then put up on YouTube. So it's pretty cool. It's a scene from the funeral, and we're gonna watch it. We're gonna react to it. We're gonna review it as best we can. We're gonna analyze it, put out some theories we have about it, and just overall enjoy.
And we're not going to be thinking about soggy chips.
Stop.
Do we want to talk about the thing we talked about on the Patreon or no?
Huh?
Keep it exclusively for Patreon.
Patron?
The Patreon thing
What thing?
about this Batman thing. About the code thing.
Leave it on Patreon.
Okay, we're gonna leave it on Patreon.
Leave it on Patreon.
Exclusive
Hey,
Patreon.
well,
something.
just real quick, if you're the person who found the code in the video for the trailer that we mentioned in a clip recently, thank you. It's in the comments of that video if you want to go see what it was. Thank you for doing that. Let's watch this clip, guys.
We're not doing anything. If I'm elected, I want to change that.
So they're at a funeral. It looks like, I guess, the mayor?
Wait for me. I'm going to continue this. I'm sorry.
Who's the little boy?
I think it's the son of the man who died.
Chief, can I talk to you? Gil Colson is missing. What? Hasn't been heard from since last night. Christ, not again.
Hey, Mr. Wayne.
Mr. Wayne.
You got people looking for him, Jim? Sent a couple guys to his house, nothing. What is what saying? She hadn't heard from him.
Ooh.
Oh no. It's the Joker.
Show your hands! Get out!
It's not him. That's not him. It's the wrong guy.
Get out, show up! Christ, it's Coulson.
How many guys in film is named Coulson? Like, that's a lot. Like,
Oh, dang.
Just that one from the Avengers. Wait, who else are you thinking of?
a couple. I think a couple TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear this place out now!
Holy crap.
I don't know one person in real life named Coulson.
To the Batman.
The Batman. Rated PG-13.
Rated PG-13.
Climax. Only Peter's March 4th.
March 4th.
Don't be babies.
Mhm.
Let's make this rated R. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Make it rated R.
I don't know. I don't want to see Batman nips lip.
That's not what I'm looking for. I just mean I think it's all right to see the Joker blow somebody's head off.
The Joker's not in this movie though.
I think it's all right to see Edward Nygma blow somebody's head
Okay.
off.
Look, just to cover our bases so we kind of have a good understanding about what happened, who these characters were. My first thought is I think the boy is the son of probably the commissioner or the mayor.
Somebody.
I think an important, probably
Whoever
the mayor.
died.
I think in the first trailer where it shows the guy wrapping someone up in duct tape, I have a feeling it's the same dude.
Okay.
This funeral. And then I think the son is the son of that character because, and the reason why there's this weird moment where they're looking at each other is think about Bruce relates so much to this kid.
He does a lot of
I
acting
don't think
with
that
saying
was a
nothing.
really tough thing to pick up.
I'm just saying. Relation.
I think we
No,
all
no,
got that.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I'm putting it out there. Anybody disagree?
I might be disagreeing.
You
with
open it
that.
up. I think Bruce relates to that kid.
I do think he does. Let me tell you what else. The
What else?
coolest rack focus I've ever seen was in that clip.
Rack
one?
Focus.
Rack
You
focus.
talking about the first or the second?
Is that arachnophobia? Is that where you fear spiders?
No, look, look. Where all of this is
No,
practical.
yeah.
All of this scene, I believe, is practical. If it's not practical, it would blow my mind. But it's all practical. That rack focus of the car running through the doorways, the glass doors, and then it rack focuses, same shot to Bruce, who's looking at the kid, turns his head, looks at the kid. It was this perfect rack focus, one shot. Brilliant. Also, that took a lot of planning and a lot of prep because it was like, if we get this wrong, we got to rebuild that door to run a car through.
Get a new
You're
car.
looking at me like, oh, it's not a big deal.
No, I'm looking at you.
Paint that car up. Put somebody in it with a bomb around their neck.
Yeah, we got to do all of that.
All of
so
them
many times.
again.
You know what would be cooler is if they had them in just a cell phone and that was the bomb.
You are gonna get destroyed in the comments.
That was not an ingestation.
Yeah, no, it was under the skin.
They sewed him up.
sewed him up.
You're gonna get destroyed. People are gonna be like, he's a Joker fanboy. He can't even comprehend other Batman villains. I can already see it.
I was the one who said that I'm excited for the Riddler.
He can only think about. Yeah, I know. I can see the comments. People be like, he said the Joker
I love
with
the
a
actor
car
that plays the
came in.
Joker. I love that actor.
With a car came in, he said the Joker.
The Joker?
What is- this guy didn't know anything, and he's
The Riddler.
stupid. I could see him just hating Josh for no reason
This
in the
is
comments.
what I think. I think Wyatt's hating on the viewer.
I'm not hating on the viewer.
You are.
Why?
Because you're hating the intelligence of the viewers that might enjoy
I was
Joshua's commentary. Who might think it's funny that Joshua thought that the guy ingested a cell phone.
I applaud them. I applaud them.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people who are gonna go in the comments and
leave hate speech.
And leave
You know
hate
what?
speech.
For all you commenters that are gonna leave some hate speech, come at me, bro.
Come at me.
Ooh.
Come at me, bro.
Come at for Joshua. I'm not inviting this, and I don't think Wyatt is either.
Nah.
Come at me. Is there like a female version of "come at me, bro" or like "come at me"?
I think I think
gal.
the most gender neutral term is roast me.
Okay,
From
roast me.
Oh, don't
I give
do that.
you permission.
If Joshua comes back wearing goth clothes next week and paint around his eye, and he's like, I've changed.
You can roast me, but you can't talk about my mustache.
That was the first thing on my list.
That's the first thing on everybody's list. I'm aware of this.
Thing number 2.
Ears.
Yeah.
It's like number 1.
Thing number 3.
No, I don't think your teeth. Your teeth are fine.
See, are already sensitive.
I was gonna say that weak ass Meet the Robinsons hair.
No, it's Jimmy Neutron.
Look, what did you guys pull from this clip, yo?
Yeah, we're talking about Batman, not my hair.
Beautiful silhouette.
Okay.
Yeah.
I loved that shot.
That was pretty cool. I love
a
the
beautiful
suspense
silhouette.
building. Notice there was no music until the tension was rising until the car came in.
I'm already going to get roasted, so I might as well mention it. Something else that I noticed that we didn't have, that was a lack of, was
This is
Joker.
a clip from
words from Robert Pattinson.
Yeah,
He didn't
speak.
say anything.
You don't have to. He didn't
Show,
have
don't tell.
to. It's show, don't tell. We can see the emotions that are happening inside him without him saying stuff. He doesn't have to be like, this makes me upset because my parents died. Why do we need that? What are you talking, Commissioner Gordon?
What are you talking
What are you talking about back there? We don't need any of that. He's going in, he's looking around, and something happens. We didn't need him to be like, I am the Batman.
I would have enjoyed this. When that beautiful man who has a mustache is like, hey, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, no. See, that was enjoyable.
A little gentle.
Wonderful.
I would have just loved to see him go like,
Just to give him a little smile.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
he didn't. He just went like this.
Give him a little bit of
Yep.
acknowledgement, like,
I'm right there with you.
recognize me. But that has
Wayne.
nothing to do with Robert Pattinson's acting.
No.
That's
Okay.
writing. Let's be honest. Every time he opened his mouth in Twilight, ugh. But when he was quiet, I was like, this guy's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I'm not comparing him to Twilight because we determined that was a terrible film.
Oh my gosh.
We're not bringing this film and Twilight. We're not putting him on the same pedestal.
Look,
I'm talking about his
Nowhere close.
Robert Pattinson.
Look, no, my current favorite director of photography
He's in this movie.
Greg Fraser.
made this film.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
Greg Fraser is his name. He's a wonderful
Yeah.
man.
How you guys
Everything
are
looked great.
Besties.
you guys are getting pretty serious. You and Greg Fraser.
You bet.
You think he's gonna propose soon?
No, but we are meeting up for coffee
Yeah.
in 2 weeks.
No, okay.
I would squeal actually like a girl.
Can I come?
Can I come? Can I come? Can I come? Can I come? Can I?
Look, I don't really care. Let's take a look at this picture. Jason Momoa just posted this picture. I
Yeah,
think
he's
this
Instagram.
is a more newer, perhaps, poster for Batman. It's pretty cool looking. I love the bullseye
Cool.
on Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne in the form of a question mark.
Question mark.
Question mark. I'm interested to see there's a lot of focus on Catwoman here. A lot of focus on this film. And
Why
that
did they-
could be great. I'm just wondering, seems like they are introducing a new Batman with the Catwoman side by side right away.
Yeah, I think you should be careful when you say that though, because what do we see in Spider-Man? Every commercial, every clip we saw, we were like, Doc Ock. Who is the more prominent villain?
It was Green Goblin.
Green Goblin.
Yeah.
It wasn't Doc Ock, but everybody was like Doc Ock, Doc Ock, and
So you're saying Penguin's gonna be the biggest?
No,
of the year?
I don't know who is, but I think you should just take that in grain of salt and be like, okay, maybe they're showing a lot, but maybe that's because they're not wanting to show anything about the Riddler.
Yeah, I'm not sure, what how much her role is in this, but usually from what I've seen when it comes to like the Riddler, at least, since we noticed that there's kind of a theme of Arkham, because the Arkham video games, there's kind of that theme. And I think I've even heard a little bit of musical riff from the Arkham game in one of the trailers. Every time you meet up with the Riddler in the Arkham game, you're usually doing a mission with Selena Kyle, Catwoman.
For real?
Yeah.
Ooh. Fascinating. This is a factoid I didn't know about.
I'm not super huge on the Riddler's BDSM gear.
It's huge.
Why not?
Really huge.
What if
BDSM gear?
What if it's only PG-13 because they introduced this whole, kink that he's bringing to the table? Be like, and for 2022 sexual revolution in America, we bring a BDSM.
Yeah. The Riddler's into BDSM.
Yeah.
Needs a ball gag.
Yeah.
It just,
That's
usually
why you can't hear him.
Usually he's just got a classic kind of bandit mask on, which I know is
March 4th. It's only like a month
whack.
away.
Yeah.
It's only like a month away. Because it is a month away now because
Forever
Why
and
is-
ever
What do
is
you-
a very long time. Pooh. Forever isn't long ago.
when I'm with you.
Look, all that to say,
Mm.
March 4th is going to take a while to get here.
Yeah.
It'll be here before you know it.
It will be here quick.
It's also going to feel like forever.
Wait, look up at the top. It says, "Unmask the truth."
Seems like there's a lot of justice and vengeance and apparently truth. And probably a lot of references to masks, since we've got twice the amount of masks in this movie. Two masks.
Well, and two
Three.
Robert Pattinson's on this poster.
She's also going to have a mask at some point.
But let's ask ourselves the real question.
Real question.
Isn't this really the mask?
You talking about Bruce
Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
That's the real mask.
That is the real mask, because
that is the question.
fascinating.
That is. Are
He
we
became a mask as soon as his parents were shot.
are we gonna film noir posters, stuff like that?
Yes, we are going to
Yeah.
do that. Scale 1 to 10, since we might not get back to this until the movie actually comes out. How excited?
9?
Yeah,
8,
I'm at
9.
pretty high. I'm at an 8, 9. Yeah.
I'm at a 10. I have high hopes. High hopes.
Yeah.
I've got high
And Batman
hopes.
kind of fits into our theme, our film noir theme. He's
It
always
does.
been very film noir.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just wanted to take a minute to tell you about our Patreon. If you want to support us as creators, we don't make money off of YouTube, so one way of supporting us is with Patreon. With Patreon, there's a couple different tiers, but specifically, there's one tier, or two of the tiers, the $10 tier and the $25 tier. You get things like the video version of the Midnight Special coming out every Friday, and actually it comes out a week in advance. So if that sounds like a good idea, or if you guys want to see us interacting on film rather than just listening to us every Friday night for the Midnight Special, then go give that a look and maybe subscribe to one of the tiers. So go check that out if that sounds interesting.
Let's move on to the Patreon.
Shout out.
Patreon shout out, yeah.
Yep.
This week we got Karina Wisenas.
Wait, what about Shelby? No, it's a 50-50 poll since
Yeah,
you
we
know,
got two patrons.
two
If you would
patrons right
if
now.
you would like to be a patron and get a shout out, a chance at a shout out every single episode, well, join the Patreon at any tier you want. If you're interested in having your name in the credits at the end of the episode, join the $25 tier. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you, Karina, for supporting this podcast.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it.
Next, we're getting into a little bit of our theme for the season. we thought we could appreciate some film noir old pictures of posters.
Yeah, the classic posters.
Classic things.
Because
most things we never
What's
even
more
seen.
interesting than the film noir movie? The posters.
The posters.
We
Artwork.
wanted to also kind of go back on a fan favorite episode
Yeah.
or a personal favorite. I would say it's a little bit of both. It was a pretty fun episode. We create your own movie poster.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing that, but before we get into all of that, we're going to look at some film noir posters
Yes.
and some storylines and stuff like that.
Some of the things that inspired what we created that
Yeah,
we'll show
yeah,
you guys later on.
And we'll just have some fun with it. So some cool things. Well, first let's define film noir.
Yeah.
Just in case people don't know. So if we're like, our theme this season's film noir, people are like, what does that mean?
What is that?
Film noir is a cinematic term used primarily to describe stylish Hollywood crime dramas, particularly those that emphasize cynical attitudes and motivations. The 1940s and 1950s are generally regarded as the classic period of American film noir.
Yeah. A lot of Hitchcock.
A lot of
Lot of Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, that's right. So what we've done is we've taken, I think we got 8
Yeah.
8 posters from old film noir films and a quick description of what the film is about. And what we like to do is appreciate the artwork and try to pull cool things from what we see in the synopsis.
Are we going to be reading like every synopsis or?
We can pull from it a little
we
bit.
can
I
look at
blow up the text, so if we want to talk about it or not. The first one is called The Glass Key.
There's a lot going on here.
There is a lot going on.
That is sick.
You know, that's very traditional with a lot of film noir posters.
Mhm.
There's often a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Now, the cool thing about this is the basic idea. If you want to read it, you can. But there is a gangster almost,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a lead character. And the gangster, I think, is, from what I understand, is actually creating propaganda against the lead character who's trying to convince someone that he killed somebody and he didn't really, but whatever. There's like, it's kind of propaganda, and it does use the
Yeah.
newspaper. Look at the little, at the bottom there, it's flashes a little bit of newspaper.
Newspaper.
I love the shout
Little
out.
punch here.
Little punch.
Ah.
He's like,
Ah.
hey, look at his face. He's like,
They were like, all right,
Ah.
pose for the picture. He's like,
Well, there's a little bit of fighting here too.
there's a lot of, look, every single
Fisticuffs.
one, they got fists
somebody
up.
got a fist off.
There's a lot of fists off in this film.
Yeah. Like, I'm
Fist full of dollars.
gonna knock you in the teeth.
Yeah. I wonder if, I don't think, because from synopsis, they're not really describing colors much.
Right.
But I wonder if a lot of these films, excuse me.
You tired? You
No.
need to go take a nap and then we come back to the podcast.
No. I wonder if a lot of these films, like their colors have meaning behind it with the posters that they choose.
Well, I think, a lot of these are in black and white.
Yeah, I
So-
think these are probably
that's
restored.
having a vibrant poster, really catches the eye. When people know they're going in to see a black and white film, this catches the eye because you've got the green, you got the blue, you got the shine around the key. There is a key.
In some ways, these were the original YouTube thumbnails
Yeah,
because it's like, come watch this.
yeah.
Make the poster vibrant and eye-catching.
Oh, and there's a lot of guys squaring up to punch each other.
But why are there so many guys squaring?
Wow.
Because I want to see this
And
movie
one
as well.
beautiful woman.
One beautiful woman. Her eyes covered and she got that red
It's not
lipstick.
enough to go around.
She's a blonde.
She's a blonde.
She's a blonde dame.
Blonde dames.
Wow.
So, The Glass Key.
Beautiful.
Next, we got Calling Mr. Death.
Dr. Death.
Oh, yeah.
He prefers that you use. He went to school for this, all right? So many years.
Can I read the quick synopsis on this?
Yeah.
Losing his memories of the last few days, neurologist Dr. Steele is told that his wife has been brutally murdered. Steele, aware of his conniving wife's infidelity, believes he may have been the killer and enlists the aid of his pretty nurse, Stella, to hypnotize him into recovering his lost memories.
Interesting.
Which do you think is Stella, her or her?
I think they're the same woman.
No, I think this is Stella. This is his wife.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Or this could be two different characters. We don't know yet.
Maybe.
Dr. Death. Notice, why did they make his skin green? I wonder if it's because...
He's the Hulk.
I think
He's
it's sort of
Bruce Banner.
It's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
kind of situation.
The thing that at least it is in his mind.
Mhm.
And I'd like to point this out to you guys. All the words you'll notice this on a lot of the posters. There's a lot of words going on, and a lot of them are in different fonts.
Yeah.
You'll see multiple fonts.
They loved fonts. They're like, well, how do you want to read this?
Yeah.
This font. How is the title? This font.
Mhm.
Notice we do have the wife in the poster. She's lying on the ground, and he's looking scared directly at the camera.
And there's always a freaking like little line. The screen's first in a sanctum mystery.
Like
always, there's always a little line, you know. I forget what they call. What do they call those that are on movie posters? That little line.
Teaser tag.
It's like you never know who's gonna
come around the corner.
It's always something dumb like that, and I hate them.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear is the thing that every human experiences.
Fear is the mind killer.
Fear's the mind killer.
Let's move on. On poster number 2. Look at how many fonts, y'all. Look at the fonts. There's like 3 or 4.
There's 4 fonts that I count. No, there's 5 fonts
Have
that I count.
you ever really been afraid? That's not the title of the movie.
No, it's Dark Waters.
It's dark. Have you ever really been afraid?
This is a super interesting concept for this film. Leslie Calvin, traumatized from being the only survivor of a torpedo attack on a ship she was traveling by, eagerly accepts her aunt and uncle's invitation to go live with them in a nice, quiet estate.
Mm-hmm.
But when she arrives at the train station, no one is there to meet her, and she is unable to ignore the feeling that something is terribly off. Is she slowly going mad? Or is there something darker going on?
That's true.
I think she goes mad.
Yep.
Haven't seen the film.
Benedict Bagot Productions.
I have seen all these.
You've seen this? No, you haven't.
Here's another theme. Small first name, big last name.
That's right. They do a lot of freaking big last names. And I'm pretty sure it's because they want to just be remembered by them.
Yeah, it's easier.
It's the old-timey way.
Multiple. Yeah.
It's the old-timey way. Let's go to another one. And this is yours, Wyatt.
The Maltese Falcon.
Tell us a little bit about
Classic.
Maltese.
This is the one that everybody thinks of as the classic film noir movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got the detective who's, getting into a case with eccentric criminals and a gorgeous liar. Looking for the Maltese Falcon.
Yeah.
I think the Falcon has, I don't know if it's for the statue or if it's for there's a tape. Of something,
that's
some
inside?
mystery that's inside. I don't remember, but it's always been on my list.
Since we're doing film noir seasons, does that give me a Beautiful Dame pass?
Yes.
Oh, it does?
Always.
It does?
Yeah. This is, we said
Beautiful
earlier,
Dame.
this is the season of Beautiful Dame.
Beautiful Dame.
Beautiful Dames.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo!
But it's got
Beautiful Dames.
it's got that harsh
Shadow. Yeah. On a white background, I did notice it says 3-disc special edition. I do not believe this is the official poster. So,
It's one of them.
This looks like the VHS.
It's one of them, but this is the one that I found that was the cleanest.
Okay.
It didn't have. Wait, there's a couple of posters. This is a classic one, but I was looking through a couple classic ones that look like this.
Yeah.
And the one with the three disc special edition. That classic film noir.
Yeah.
That's the one that looked the most crisp.
Okay.
So that's, but otherwise it's got the terrible font with the stupid 3D effect.
Yeah. Notice the shadows are off. Look at his shadow and the word shadows.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 light sources.
Yeah.
Why do you even do that? They put shadows on the words that's going this way.
Mm-hmm.
They put shadows on him that's going this way.
The Maltese Falcon shadow would have worked if they didn't have the Humphrey Bogart shadow. It's dumb.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
They should have.
It's silly.
Go to the next one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Silly. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay.
Yeah, Strangers
Alfred
on a Train.
Hitchcock.
Strangers on a Train.
Again, you've got
Strangers in the night.
so much going on.
Exchanging glances.
This is
Strangers in the
a
night.
good movie. Have you guys seen this?
No.
No.
I mean, it is what the thing says. Psychopath forces a tennis star to comply with his theory that two strangers can get away with murder.
Tennis.
Get away with murder.
Yeah, well, he's
twist.
He's a
a
tennis
twist?
guy. He's
It's
on the
twist.
train, and he meets this other dude.
I got no quiz.
And the guy's like, the best way to do a murder is for two random people, to have their interests align
Mhm.
for a brief moment, say meeting on a train,
Okay.
because there's no motive. You kill my mother, and I kill your fiance who's trying to get money out of you.
What?
Or your ex-wife.
You told me about this before. You told
Yeah.
me about this. We gotta watch this.
And
we gotta
the,
watch
the
this soon.
psychopath guy like kills the ex-wife, but and he's like, all right, now you've got to kill my dad or my mom. You have to do it now, otherwise the plan doesn't work.
But instead, he falls in love with her,
No,
with his mom.
no, he
would
that's the
that'd be
woman-
crazy.
That's the woman he wants to marry
Oh, okay.
because his ex-wife is horrid.
I love how they just throw a train track. Really
Yeah.
emphasize the train.
Trained. Even though
Train.
there's a train, it's not all of it's just that first scene.
Yeah, this is an interesting poster because it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's literally just elements. It's like we got a square with the word strangers in it.
Yeah.
We got this cool faded black and white drawn picture
Yeah.
of a train with somebody, and then we have a PNG file of train tracks.
And then again, completely different fonts.
What's with the orange top and the white bottom?
Little first name, big last name.
Big last name.
And then it starts with the shriek of a train whistle and ends with shrieking excitement.
Strangers.
Shrieking excitement.
Strangers on a train from Alfred Hitchcock.
Have you ever met
From
a
Milton
stranger on a train?
Ugh.
Maybe.
Let's move on.
Shadow of a Doubt.
I love this one.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Another Hitchcock
eye.
movie.
I don't know. I like the lighting in this.
I
This is
like
sick.
this.
It was-
Look at how his face is blacked
His face
out,
is blacked out.
and then the part of his face that's blacked out that you can't see, they reveal on her.
Yeah.
It's super cool, and the nose is
thing
covering
in
the
back.
eye.
Shadow of a Doubt. A
Shadow.
teenage girl, overjoyed when her favorite uncle comes to visit the family in their quiet California town, slowly begins to suspect that he is, in fact, the Merry Widow killer sought by the authorities.
The Merry Widow.
Merry Widow. Whatever that means.
Killer.
I feel like I need to watch this one. It's got like a 100 on Rotten Tomatoes.
A 100.
Yeah, and Strangers on a Train. And the Maltese Falcon has like a 98.
100.
Yeah, we need to Hitchcock it one
What
weekend.
film has a 100?
This one.
We need to Hitchcock it to one weekend.
But I did think that I love the red outline on his
Oh yeah,
fedora.
that backlight.
Classic.
That's pretty cool,
That is
man.
classic.
That's pretty sweet.
You expect this kind of content from Hitchcock.
You expect it.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I've always, looked at with envy is how long of cigars Hitchcock smokes.
Always the big one.
Big
Yeah,
ones
the
that are
long ones.
very long. I've heard rumors that he would stick, like he loved his picture getting taken where he has a cigar. And at some point he's like, I love a lot of ash still attached to the end of the cigar. So what he would do is he would shove a nail inside of the cigar, a long nail. And as he starts smoking, that nail will hold
Keep
all
the
of that
ash
ash on the cigar. So when people take his picture and he's going like this, he's
There's a
got just
ton of
ash
ash.
about that long.
Yeah,
Sticking off his
What the
cigar.
heck?
He's definitely
He's
an
a unique
eccentric
man. He's eccentric.
filmmaker.
He was also overweight. That's what killed him, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. He died a fatty.
Yeah. He had a lot of other issues, but making movies wasn't one of them.
Making movies, he did right.
I picked this one because I like how clean it is.
It is clean.
It's definitely
beautiful.
After seeing all those other, just everything going
Just
on,
nonsense.
this one.
It's rude to call it nonsense. I would say Strangers on a Train, that's nonsense.
That's nonsense.
This is also kind of nonsense.
Nonsense.
Well, just too simple. This is
That's
complex.
nonsense.
No, this is
Yeah.
complex.
But still, there's this dude's head in the middle here.
Is she going mad? Or is there something dark
I
going
think
on?
this one's a little bit nonsense.
No, look at it. Like, we don't know. Why is there a bat? Why is she waking up scared? Why is there
Because
forest?
the estate is
It's
clearly in a
going
swamp.
mad. It's because she's going mad.
All right.
They're telling us in the artwork.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Mhm.
Here we go again. The Killing.
The Killing.
That was a creative
Look at all
name.
those fonts.
Like no other picture since Scarface and Littles.
In all its fury and violence.
That's a
No other
freaking
picture.
big. That's a tall order. Compare this to Scarface.
I don't think it's a Scarface you're thinking of.
I'm not. I'm freaking about Pacino.
Yeah,
this is the
yeah,
old Scarface
old
they're
Scarface.
talking about. Yikes!
Starring Sterling Hayden.
Recruits sharpshooter Timothy Chalamet. Timothy
Carey.
a crooked police officer, Ted DeCorsia. Corsi.
A
A
bartender.
bartender.
I just keep reading this.
and a betting teller named George, among others, for one last job before he goes straight and marries his fiancée, Faye.
One last job.
One last job, Faye.
One last job, Faye.
Just one last job, Faye.
Faye, I promise.
I promise.
I'll make an
Just
honest woman out of you after I kill
one
one
last
more
job.
man.
I love his face too. He's like,
A crooked police officer. Faye, I love you. But I
And
also
she's like,
I also love being crooked.
those Popeye's biscuits. Ah.
Faye. I wonder if that's Faye.
It's gotta be.
absolutely. 'Cause
Yeah,
she's
it's
like,
gotta be.
No,
No, one more job.
no, Johnny Clay, don't leave.
And this is Johnny Clay.
Yeah.
He's just like, sorry, Faye, gotta go.
Starring Sterling Hayden.
Big last name.
A lot of colors.
A lot of colors, a lot of fonts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see
The
four.
Killing.
I see 4 fonts. Yikes. It's a lot of fonts. Also, nonsense. It's very blocky.
It's blocky,
It's blocky like crazy, man.
but,
But
he's a sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. Let's go to the next in.
Mhm.
Rear Window. Didn't you see this,
Another
Joshua?
Hitchcock.
You watched this.
I picked it only because I saw it. The only movie I had seen.
Starring James Stewart.
A
Grace
wheelchair-bound photographer spies on his neighbor from his Greenwich village. Greenwich.
It's pronounced Greenwich.
Greenwich village.
Yeah, there's no
From his
T.
Greenwich Village courtyard apartment window and becomes convinced one of them has committed murder despite
Murder.
the skepticism of his fashion
model girlfriend.
See? Beautiful dame.
Beautiful. name.
Beautiful.
Blonde.
Grace Kelly.
I'm guessing. Probably blonde.
Wendell Corey.
Beautiful day.
Thelma Raina.
They always got to bring
Never-
up the women.
never
They're
Hitchcock.
always like, let me throw a beautiful woman in.
Yeah.
A beautiful liar.
A beautiful liar.
Fashion model girlfriend.
Mhm.
Let me say, she shows some cleavage as well as her baby toe. It's shown in this film.
Also, another artwork piece. I like this one.
Yeah.
I like how it's framed up.
It's very cool.
Well, this movie is very like it's very framed. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's from his window, but you're only seeing like and it's clearly like a set. But
Hitchcock was a master of suspense. I mean, he could do a movie of just like 3 dudes in a room and somebody says there's a bomb on the table. If you stop playing cards, it's gonna blow up. And he could make you believe
that there is
there's a bomb under the table, even though nobody
that sounds
showed
like a
it.
great movie. Did you
Yeah.
just come up with that idea?
Somebody used that
Oh,
explaining that same kind of idea to me once.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a wonderful representation of what the man can do.
Yeah. He can make anything frightening. Thrilling. Be like, you want to get your heart racing? So do I, because I have diabetes and it's always
I
racing.
mean, in freaking Strangers on a Train, there's a scene where a dude's crawling under a carousel that's going way too fast. And you're just like,
and you know how to do it convincingly.
yeah.
convincing.
Was that the last of them?
That's the last of the ones we're appreciating. I do have to say I love this. I love the color difference between the warm tones and the blue tones over there.
Mhm.
I love that, and I love the fact that we got Jimmy Stewart, doing the thing
Good
that the
old Jimmy.
movie's about. It's him spying through goggles through a window, and we are in the window. I love that.
Yeah,
I like a film by Alfred Hitchcock, directed by Alfred Hitchcock,
Produced.
top and bottom.
He's like, put me at the top.
in the bottom.
I want to be the first and last name people think.
Yep, Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock. Don't forget it. Directed by Hitchcock.
Hitchcock.
All right,
Put
look.
my silhouette in there as well.
Is Silhouette in there?
That's a
No,
great poster.
but usually he's in all his movies.
He is.
Yeah, just like a brief, like you'll see him walking by or putting a cigarette in or opening a newspaper or something.
Cool. Just like Joshua teased earlier, we've created our own film noir posters and synopsises.
I'm all nervous. Nervous.
How I've laid these in is mine, yours, Joshua's.
Mine last.
Yeah, yours last.
If you want to make short films, promotional videos, or even just videos for social media, and you need some music that's copyright free and won't get you any claims putting it on YouTube or any social medias, then I would recommend checking out Soundstripe. That's what we use at Wiseworks. And if you check out the link down below and use the code wiseworks10, that gives us a cutback from you getting that subscription, and it helps us out as creators. So if you need music for any of your projects, then go check them out and use the code wiseworks10.
Finish on a high note.
Finish on a high note, yeah?
Thank you, my guy.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't know. It could be the best thing we've ever seen.
I'll read the synopsis.
It's
We each
good.
read our own.
Each
did
read our
different-
own synopsis.
Each read our own. Or I'll read yours. I don't care. I'll read everybody's. I don't care.
Read everybody's for us. You're kind of the announcer guy.
I announce
Also,
things.
let's talk a little bit about what inspired us.
Yes.
I think you'll see what inspired us after seeing
How
these
about
posters.
read the synopsis we gave, and then we'll go
Talk
into
about
depth
it,
after.
yeah.
But
All
I
right,
want
look, yeah. So let's get into this. This is mine.
Sheesh.
After a long drive up in upstate New York, Jimmy stops at a motel for the night. The heavy rain and thunder makes it difficult to fall asleep. Jimmy wakes in the night to hear a woman screaming. A woman screams coming through the air vent in his room. As Jimmy knocks on doors and speaks to motel workers, he's forced to go on a mysterious hunt to find the woman screaming that no one else seemed to have heard. What he finds will change him forever. Jimmy's just trying to get home. He's
so
trying to
it's
get
like
to
a
New York.
haunted hotel.
A little bit haunted motel.
What's it?
Maybe.
Upstate.
Maybe it's just a thriller.
It's called
Upstate.
Upstate.
This is a beautiful poster.
You like it?
Yeah.
It took forever.
It looks like it.
All right, tell me what you guys see.
Why'd you make it 1920 by 1080 when it should have been poster?
It's 1080 by 1920.
Yeah.
I was going to do that. And then I realized why it was also narrow. So I'm like, you know what? We live in a world of NFTs. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
I didn't
But
realize.
I didn't
look at.
I went online. I'm like
I
movie
know.
poster, and then I made it movie
I didn't
poster.
look up like specific movie poster size.
This can translate to movie poster really easy.
Yeah, I didn't think it mattered that much.
So what do you guys see from this right away?
Shadows.
Yeah, you
Rain.
got your shadows, you got your rain, dude in the hat,
Someone who's got weird skin.
weird skin or makeup doing something. I don't know.
Upper lip is a little watery.
Yeah,
Beautiful woman.
beautiful woman
That's
in,
what it-
in the background. Yeah,
look.
always.
Yeah.
Sick.
Full lips.
Actually,
What, you like it?
no, I hate it.
All right. Full lips. And blonde.
I like the color tone. I really just wish there was a lot more like red, but also blue and yellow.
Look, this is like this is a film I would want Alfred Hitchcock to make.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I could see that.
and that's what I went with. It's what I liked.
But I could also see someone else directing.
What could you?
Insert joke here.
Insert joke.
here.
I'm gonna be honest. When I designed these, all of these were real, like DSLR pictures of people.
Yeah.
It took a long time and a lot of study to make the motel, to make her, to make him feel like they are almost hand drawn or hand painted with like oil
like
paints.
a watercolor type thing.
Yeah. And that's what I was going for. And it took a lot of work to get them looking this way, man. But I did
Did a
it.
good job.
Proud of it.
It looks good.
Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you want to watch this film?
It depends. Alfred Hitchcock directing it?
Yes, Alfred
No.
No.
Medea?
Medea shows up and like, I'm the one who was screaming in the the vent full.
With this description and this picture and Alfred Hitchcock, I'd 100% watch this movie. I bet
I
it
would
has
watch it.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'd like it too. All right. That's all I have to say about this.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Let's go to Wyatt's. Ready?
Yeah.
Let me read this. I'm going to read the synopsis.
No, I want to read the synopsis.
No.
Let me read the synopsis for you. Billy Mason is a straight-laced lawyer on his way to see his new girlfriend when he gets jumped on the street. He manages to escape with his life and notices that one of the assailants left behind a badge that says NYPD. But wait a second, aren't the police supposed to be the good guys? In this tantalizing action mystery thriller, Bill will have to decide where to run, who to trust, and when to kill. But
Oh,
hey,
no.
in for a penny. Starring Mickey Chase, Anthony Hopper, and Rebecca Coldstone.
Rebecca Coldstone.
I made up all these names.
So it's called In for a Penny.
Yeah, WGW presents like MGM, but it's Wiser Go for Wise. It's flipped upside down. WGW
Look,
presents
that's pretty
In
funny.
for a Penny.
There's no time to dream.
And the city that never
The
sleeps.
city that never sleeps.
What do you?
That's a tagline.
I had way too much fun making this. And look, what do you have up here in the stupid shadow words? Also, the NY, New York, is kind of different than everything
Yeah,
else.
see, that leaks into the black. You
Wait,
got the
New York
NY.
where?
The NY at the end of Penny.
At the end of Penny, it leaks into the
It
black.
does.
And
New York.
It goes to a white shadow instead of a black shadow, and it stands for New York.
Yeah, had to custom do that myself.
That's pretty sick.
Subtext.
Yeah. This is really simple.
It almost feels like not saying it's not film noir. It almost feels like a '90s movie though.
Doesn't it?
Yeah,
a little,
no,
it
little
feels
bit.
like-
Of
it
Gatsby
feels
if
like-
you can.
It feels like James Bond.
Maybe, yeah.
A little bit of classic Bond.
Not
Sean
Bond,
Connery
but
Bond.
It doesn't have enough color, I think, for that classic film noir. I wish
Fantastic though. I like it a lot.
black and yellow, black and yellow.
So-
Friggin' Pittsburgh colors, y'all.
Yeah, I should have put a Pittsburgh skyline.
Yeah, exactly.
New
then
York?
I couldn't have done the
Pittsburgh.
voice. So this was really simple. I
But
went on
wait
the
a
internet.
minute. Wait a second.
Well, wait a second.
Aren't the police supposed to be the good guys?
Wait a second. Aren't the police supposed to be the good guys?
That's in the synopsis.
Yeah. This was easy. I took a silhouette that I found on the internet of a dude holding a gun looking back. He actually had a bag of money in the other hand.
So you
Cut
took it
that
out.
off because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't want that.
Didn't want the money.
Drew the hat on top.
You drew that.
Oh,
yeah.
drew that.
Very nice.
And then I found a PNG of New York City. It was in black, so I had to invert the color
Oh, heck
on
yeah.
a different thing and then bring it in here.
And then turn it sideways.
Turn it sideways. Every font different.
Every font
Every
is
font's
different.
Different and sick.
Yeah.
I
that's
like
mine.
it.
Would you watch this movie?
If I read a synopsis like that, yes.
Yeah. You are you down to see this straight-laced lawyer Billy Mason on the run?
Yeah.
Who's the guy in
Perhaps
Cool
the
Runnings?
police?
The police.
Can
Wait
he
a
even
second.
trust his girlfriend?
No.
Who's the guy in Cool Runnings? The Bob's
John Candy?
This feels like a John Candy movie
Yeah.
all the way. This feels like a Candy movie.
Candy's a little too big for this movie.
Look.
You gotta have a
Oh, wait,
thin
no, he-
Joshua looking guy.
No, he could be like
Joshua
he could be like the
guy.
police chief or something.
Yeah, the corrupt
But it's a
police
Candy movie all the way.
Yeah,
Or
that's
he could even direct it.
Anthony
He doesn't have
Hopkins.
to be in it.
Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Harper's character.
Anthony had not Hopkins.
Anthony Hopper.
Yeah. No, I think this is great. I would watch it. I would have to see a few trailers
Yeah.
before I get to it.
Yeah.
But because it's not like something that's like, oh, I'm dying to see it, man.
It's one of those ones that I would want to almost, you know those kind of classic sort of frantic
Yeah.
movies where you know the main character throughout the movie is going to be running for his life,
Yeah.
avoiding bullet fights, trying to, always on edge. Those movies are they feel
They're exciting.
thrilling and exciting to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would you watch it, Joshua?
If John Candy was in it,
What?
yeah, all the way.
What'd he do to the police? He's a lawyer. I thought
Yeah.
they were on the same side.
Yeah,
But hey, in for a
for a
penny.
penny.
And this is what you saw because I asked you about it a couple days ago or something. Yesterday, maybe, I don't know. And you said you had your idea. You weren't 100%. Is this what you envisioned?
Yeah, so I've always loved this monochromatic sort of black than white look. I tried to do early in my drawing style. I did Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop in this sort of slash through the middle,
Yeah.
black white sort
So
of
it's
thing.
it inspired anime kind of thing.
No, because think about, Cowboy Bebop's film noir style. It's got
Yeah,
that sort
yeah.
of very
Okay.
smoky
Yeah,
kind of, look about it. And I always associated that with this,
Yeah.
film noir.
I think my favorite part about this is how New York City leaks into his negative space.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I think it's well done, Wyatt.
Thank you.
I love the tagline.
And I wish this cut right here was the barrel of a gun. Just make it more.
Just give it more messaging.
There's no time to dream in the city that never sleeps.
Well, why you did before you go to my next, don't
Okay.
go to the slide yet.
I'm not.
You did voice for yours.
Mm-hmm.
You're better at voices. Give me your best James Stewart. Give me your best James
Have
Stewart.
I not done this before?
Do another James Stewart.
Do your James Stewart and read my synopsis of what he's gonna do.
Oh, you want me to do it?
And,
Okay.
and James Stewart.
The Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
Ready?
All right.
Here goes Joshua.
Here we go. James Stewart plays a New Orleans detective following a serial killer that's been terrorizing the city for years. After 3 years of no hope of finding the killer, he finds a clue that may help prove who did it and put the city at rest after all this time.
After all this time. Fascinating, Joshua.
Yeah.
The lamp.
Serial killer. Did
you draw that yourself?
terrorizing.
No, I stole that from the internet.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so
Do you see it?
What do you see that? Look at the poster.
Do you see it?
You see it?
You see
Yeah,
it?
I love it. I love it.
What is it?
It's a werewolf.
Yep.
It's
okay.
a werewolf.
So I was thinking film noir detective, but werewolf film.
Love it.
Like
I'm down.
so clearly in my synopsis, he's been like hunting this serial killer for years, but he can't find him.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's only a werewolf once a month. And how can you find something that's only a serial killer once a month?
By doing research.
Look,
and
this
evidence.
movie looks amazing.
Yeah.
100% I would. You like to do this thing where you sneak something into the, like you did that with the meteor, you did it with here.
Yeah.
Don't know that I could watch it though.
Why?
It says Kevin Spacey right there. I don't really
Yeah.
support.
Well, no, but see, got this from the internet. That don't count. I threw.
It's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Meg Ryan, Tim Allen,
Spider-Man
Sam
3.
Jackson. Sam Jackson was in Spider-Man 3.
I got this from the internet.
Jason Lee, Kevin Spacey.
And Peter Jackson.
Directed by Doug Liman.
Screenplay by Peter
The
Jackson.
music by Danny Elfman, the guy who did the Batman.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Wait, screenplay by Andrew Stanton and Peter Jackson.
I don't know why I threw this in here.
Produced by
This is
David
not-
Kirshner and Tim Burton.
This is not very film noir.
What
I
a
realize
cat.
that now.
What a powerhouse.
I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah,
Samuel Jackson.
I love it.
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan. You see Meg Ryan and Sam Jackson and Tim Allen and Kevin Spacey.
Ooh, Spider-Man 3. Did you see that? Spider-Man 3.
And Peter Jackson did screenplay.
Who's Joe Roth?
Oh my gosh.
We got Stan Lee. Who made this?
I don't know. I just took it. from
Somebody's
the
just like
Names.
names, title, names.
Yeah, I love it. the lamppost.
Joshua, you keep doing this with your posters. You're like, let me throw up credit things.
Yeah.
Credit things.
I did that, but then I realized once I send it to you, I'm like, that's not very film noir.
Yeah, that's very modern.
Yeah, no
More
film noir.
Also,
my other one, it worked good.
I
but
know
this one,
you
no,
just
no.
watched Rear Window, but James Stewart and Grace Kelly.
Well, actually, I was copying.
Also, all the same font.
Yeah, there's not a variety of font here.
I know.
What's up?
I kind of messed up here.
Where's the weird shadow behind the word?
Yeah.
Where's the if he doesn't catch him this month, he might catch him next.
Actually, if we're being honest, there is 3 different fonts in this picture.
Yeah.
They're subtle,
Yeah.
but they're 3 different fonts.
Yeah, but they're not wildly different.
It's obviously different.
Oh man, I love all of these.
If I'm being honest, mine does not have a variety of font.
No, you got like 2 fonts, Motel and Upstate.
Yeah, but that doesn't count because
That's on the building.
Yeah.
Also, let's notice the similarity between all 3.
Go back to mine real quick.
Hat.
Well,
Hat.
I was.
Hat.
That's true. That's true.
Same hat,
Same hat.
different color.
What I was going for. Yes, I threw this in here. That's not really film noir. This is not film noir. There could be more film noir stuff in it.
Mhm.
But I was going for like the lighting in this one
Yeah.
from the lamppost. It kind of is the thing that lights the poster,
Mhm.
almost like one of the posters that we reviewed.
Yeah. I like it.
That's true. Yeah, there is a good light source from the lamp, and that is a creative decision.
That's the only light source. There's
Mhm.
nothing else except for the words that you can really see.
And the cool thing also, the lamppost is very low quality,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like if it's not drawn, that's a common thread in some of these old posters.
Yeah, that was definitely
Low
on purpose.
But yeah, it's, you know, there was the hat in mine looked way too, like the pixels were way too sharp
Mm-hmm.
compared to the silhouette was very smooth around the edges. So I'm like, all right, let's zoom in, hit that blur tool, and hit those edges. So everything
Blur
matches
tool.
up.
You got to get on Photoshop, man. You'd love it.
Yeah, I'm
You
sure
would,
I
you
would.
would.
You'd have
I'd
such a
a
good
lot of
time.
fun. And then like the WGW Productions, Joe saw this. The first iteration, it was way too high.
Yeah.
It was like
The first one,
an inch of space.
they put so much in there.
And
so
I was like, that looks so bad. There's so much dead space.
what do I do to fix it? I know.
move?
Just bring it closer.
Bring it down. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you fix it or you fixed
No,
it?
he
I
fixed
fixed
it.
it.
Okay, good. Because obviously, like, that's cheating. That's
No, I
cheating.
didn't fix anything.
No, I sent it to him the first time with the first iteration, and then I call him like, "Hey, I'm sending you
A new one.
the new one. It's the
Mhm.
second email.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm using."
And it looks good. Joshua, kudos. Good job. All of us, good job. Good job.
I can't wait to see like Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, I'm thinking Kevin Spacey. Look, let us know in the comments which one you enjoyed, which one you most likely want to watch, and tell us if you could actually see Joshua's werewolf because it's very subtle,
Very subtle.
very subtle.
But I did it on purpose
Most
that
subtle
way.
thing
I
I've
like
ever
it.
seen.
Because you don't want like a werewolf there. Then we know who the serial killer is the whole
The
time.
poster tells us though.
It's been 3 years.
It
He's-
took you that
the
long to
lamppost.
write that synopsis? I could look at that poster and be like, I got a story.
Look at how
That
few
poster
words.
tells a story.
You did literally use 2 sentences.
Beautiful though.
It's a good crafted sentence. You were stressing over these 2 sentences.
well, because okay, I got to tell the audience this because I did all my stuff I was supposed to do for the podcast. I prepared. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I was getting in the mindset of recording. I'm like, I'm ready to record.
Ready to roll.
I'm ready to go because I got everything lined up. I got my all my eggs in my basket. At least I thought so. I was told when we were preparing for this episode, I had to come up with 3 film noir or a couple film noir posters that we can review at the beginning with a paragraph. I did that. I made my film noir poster, but I didn't add the paragraph to my film noir poster.
So we don't know what your film's about. We have no idea.
Well, I thought we were going to do it like we did last time and just kind of explain it on the go. You show up and you're like, you got to create and I'm like, I'm not ready. Wyatt's here. You walked in, told me I had to do it, and then Wyatt walked in right behind you, basically. And so I'm like,
I gotta go to my room.
I got to do this. I got to get in silence. I gotta, you know.
Well, you thought through. You crafted.
I got all my posters. I crafted my poster and wrote my synopsis today and wrote half a book beforehand. What are you doing, man?
Well, if I knew I was supposed to write the synopsis, I would have had it done.
Potatoes.
Shh.
That's your sweater. Pull that sweater.
Okay. But that was fun. I like doing the poster thing.
Dude, the film noir gives me a chance to do the voice over and over again.
This should
And
definitely
Jimmy
be a
Stewart.
season thing.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Get to do whatever themed season we have.
Absolutely.
Some posters for them.
But don't go away. We got something else for you. And
We'll
that
be right
thing,
back after these messages.
real quick, let's just say this. If you're enjoying the episode, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Let us know what your thoughts have been throughout this whole process. And like the video. We really appreciate it. We want to interact with you. Thank you for doing that. But we're going to kind of come to an end, but this end will be a little slower of a stop because we got some things to discuss. You know, we don't like to be super negative, but if something deserves a negative, we're going to be negative, right? Well, we've decided to do something called, Wyatt?
The terrible tier list. The 2021 terrible tier list.
Yes. And so that means all the movies that we, between now and I guess the end of the spring season, season 10, we're going to be crafting in each episode what were the worst, the most terrible films from 2021.
Yeah.
And it's going to go on a list, and we'll put the top worst at the end of it.
Let's be honest, guys. A lot of movies came out.
A lot
of movies.
And not as many because of COVID.
And not as many because of COVID.
Well, no, I feel like this past year, they were catching up from the previous year where they didn't.
We were getting a lot more movies than
this year.
Than 2022. 2020.
Still haven't got Top Gun, though.
And, yeah, you're right.
They've still postponed that.
It's because there's too many big things hitting. Tom Cruise is like, no. My movie's coming out by itself. Like, no one's going to take over my weekend. No.
We're not sprinters. We're marathon runners.
We're marathoners. Everyone on this production is going to keep their jobs.
Yeah.
If I ever see you without wearing a mask again, you're gone.
And then
you're gone.
And then what? He turns around and does the run.
And if I see you and you're gone.
How many times did you watch that video?
Quite a few. It's very entertaining.
We talked about it on the podcast.
Wonderful.
Back before Wyatt came.
Let's finish up the terrible tier list.
Yeah. Let's jump in.
All right. Wyatt picked this. This is his week to pick the terrible tier list, the starting of the terrible tier list. And that is
Reminiscence.
Why is this on the list? What?
This is, to be honest, at the bottom of my list. And I don't mean in a negative fashion. I mean, there's a lot worse movies than this one that came out last year.
Okay.
This is just the first one that I'm throwing in. Number one, it fits
don't look back at it.
It fits our film noir theme because this is a neo-film noir, like a neo-noir movie.
Yes.
It has a lot of the elements, the trench coats, the kind of
harsh
things, the harsh lighting, the colors, everything.
I got a confession to make. So we do this once in a while, usually pretty often, most weekends. We go over to your place, Joseph McKenzie's, for like Sunday night. And if we haven't seen you guys for a while, we watch a movie, we do the movie thing. And we watched this all together because it was the big movie coming on HBO Max that weekend. I don't remember this movie at all. I don't remember what happened, period.
It wasn't good.
I remember it wasn't good, but I don't remember.
This one was a disappointment for me.
All around.
Because I saw the trailer and I was like, this is interesting. It's got almost...
It kind of reminds you of Inception.
Inception and a little bit of that one with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Minority Report?
In Mission Impossible.
No. Yeah, Minority Report.
I haven't seen Minority Report.
They
I know what you're talking about.
people with precognitive abilities to stop crimes from happening.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so it had sort of that vibe. It had a little bit of Inception in it. And I was looking forward to sort of maybe a slower paced kind of movie with some dark themes and thriller aspects. It just
Yet.
the story plodded along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd recommend it? 10 out of 10.
Negative.
Negative out of 10.
Yeah. No, this movie's definitely a 2.
Oh, okay. So it's on the list at least.
Yeah, it's a 2. It had some redeeming elements.
I mean,
not many.
Hugh Jackman eye candy a little bit.
A little bit of eye candy.
We get the lady. Who's this actress who plays? Do you know her name? You don't have to know her name. I'm just knowing her face from Dune. She plays Jessica.
Lady Jessica.
Jessica.
And she's a lot better in Dune, in my opinion, than in this film. But the problem with this film is the writing.
It felt all over the place.
Yeah.
You didn't know where it was going, and I know they were doing like a back and forth, like he's going over these memories.
To be honest, the dialogue was terrible.
And the dialogue was bad.
It made you laugh out loud. It was so cheesy.
Yeah, and you're
unintentional cheese, like I've said many times.
they're using
cheese is good.
music.
Unintentional cheese is not
They're
good.
using music to open a safe. What kind of security system is that?
This is not one.
Yeah, it wasn't great, you guys. I
You know
can't
why?
say don't watch it. I'd say if you want to watch it so that you yourself have your own opinion. Don't let us just say it was bad. Don't watch it. Make up your own mind about the movie.
Absolutely.
I think I know why it was so bad.
Why?
Because Hugh Jackman doesn't do anything good anymore unless it's a musical.
That's incorrect, sir.
No, anymore. He's done some good things, but
No, he can still do great things.
okay, he's
I can still race.
Yeah, I agree with why this is pretty low. This definitely earns a place on the terrible tier
but
list.
if we're doing like from S, like S is the worst.
It's not going to make
This
S.
is like
It's going to fit the R section.
Well, no. If we're just doing like A, B, C, D, maybe E,
Maybe F, maybe
in
G.
E or D.
Okay.
It's low, but it's not the worst.
It's still on the terribles.
Yeah, it's still on the terrible
Because it
list.
wasn't good.
Mhm.
We'll be back next week with, I guess, me bringing a terrible tier.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll be bringing a terrible tier next week. Pay attention to that. Check out the Midnight Special coming out Friday. And just one more time, a quick reminder that we have a Patreon. We will shout out. If you pick any tier, you have a chance of getting a shout out on the podcast, especially now since we don't have many patrons. And if you want to have your name in the credits of every single episode, just sign up for the $25 a month tier.
Yep.
And that there's more things than just that.
Yeah, it's just that.
Just that.
Your name's in the credit. You give us money. Your name in the credit.
Any final thoughts before we bounce, boys?
Just
trampolines are fun. Bouncing.
Yeah, that is fun.
To bring it full circle,
Trampolines are circle.
don't double dip. Not with anybody.
No, yeah.
Not with family. And not with your homeboys.
Definitely not
Don't
your
be
home-
double dipping with your homeboy.
And don't
Not-
even double
not
dip
the
with your
homeboy.
spouse.
Your homeboys.
I know you're cracking yourself up. You're taking something I said and you're perverting it. Right. All right.
I got nothing on that. Don't double dip with your homeboys.
That's right. Look.